Exercise 4.2. Question number 1. Read the statement what is given. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. By using factorization method. Okay. Now I want to solve first part of first question. First part of first question is x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. This is simple question you done in your 8th class also. See, by using splitting the middle term, I want to solve this by using splitting the middle term. What is the method? First write the given quadratic equation in the standard form. Standard form means descending order, right? X square first, after that x and the constant term in the last. Okay, after writing the standard form, we are going to multiply first term and the last term. What is the first coefficient of x square is 1 and the end is minus 10. I want to multiply these two numbers. After multiplying these two numbers, answer become minus 10. Okay, I want to make the factor of minus 10. So factor of minus 10 is 10 into 1, 2 into 5. Tell me if you know the other factors. Only two factors are there. 10 1s are 10 and 2 5s are 10. Now question is which pair I want to take. I want to take the pair whose difference or sum is going to represent middle term. It means I want to take which pair, that pair whose sum is going to represent 3 or difference is going to represent 3. Okay, I want to start with this. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 is not there. 10 minus 1 9. 9 is not there. So this is not the factor of this question. Okay, now I take these two. 5 plus 2 7. 7 is not there. 5 minus 2 is 3. Difference of these two numbers is 3. 3 is there. It means I want to take this number. Now question is there which sign is going to take 5 or 2. The given sign in the middle of the question is minus. This negative sign is going to take by 5. Larger number will take negative sign to the larger number. If I take negative sign to the larger number, automatically this become plus 2 because I want to take the difference. If it is minus, then automatically it is going to represent plus 2. So this become minus 3. See, minus 3 is there. Now multiply these two numbers. When I multiply minus 5 by 2, this become minus 10. So this is the required factor of the question. So this become x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 equal to 0. First and last term going to remain same. I want to split the middle term. Minus 5x plus 2x is equal to minus 3x. It means instead of minus 3x, I can write minus 5x plus 2x. Now two pairs are there, first pair and second pair. I want to take the common from these two pairs. I want to take common from first pair. What is the common between first pair? X is there and x is there. It means x is common. When I take x common, x square means x into x. I can write x 2 times. When I take x 1 time out, what is left? Only one x is there. I take x out. What is left? Minus 5 is left. Okay. I take x common from the first pair. When I take x common from the first pair, x square become x and 5x become 5. Now what is common between these two terms? Here 2 is there. Can I write 2 into 5? 2 into 5 is 10. It means 2 is common between both the terms. Here x is there, but this is the constant term because this is constant term. So this not having x, so only 2 is common. I take 2 common. When I take 2 common, what is left? X is left. When I take 2 common, what is left? Minus 5 is left. Now see, what is common between both the terms? X minus 5 is common. I take x minus 5 common. When I take x minus 5 common, what is left from first? X is left. From middle, 2 is left. Is equal to 0. Now both terms are equal to 0. So it means x minus 5 is equal to 0 and x plus 2 is also equal to 0. When x minus 5 equal to 0, this negative term become positive. So value of x become 5. This positive term become negative. So value of x become minus 2. So the required answer of the given question is 5 and minus 2. This is the answer of the given question. I hope it is clear to all. If you have any doubt, better then send me message. I want to repeat it. Any doubt, better? Bhushan Adityajan understood. Okay, beta. Thank you. What about the others? No doubt. Koshima. Okay, beta. No doubt. Rupanshi. Okay, beta. 10th awesome. Akshara. No doubt, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. Now understood. Ria. Okay, beta. Now I want to solve next question. See. These are the simple question, beta. You have to solve by using splitting the middle term. Okay. Now I want to solve which part? I'm going to solve its third part, beta. Second part I'm going to leave for you. Try it yourself. If you have any doubt, beta, then send me message. I want to solve this question on the board. I want to leave second part for you. This is for your practice, beta. I want to solve third part. Third part is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. Okay. Now, this is the standard form of the quadrication. X square, x and the constant term. Now, I want to multiply first term and the last term. First term is, coefficient of first term is root 2. What is the last term? 5 root 2. Root 2 into root 2 become 2 and this is 5. 5 to the 10. It means multiplication of first term and last term become 10. It means I want to make the factor of 10. The possible factor of 10 is, now I write the possible factor of 10. Possible factor of 10 is 10 into 1 and 2 into 5. Only two factors are there. Now I want to take the pair which is going to represent 7. So easily it is there, 5 plus 2 is 7. So I want to take this pair. So this become root 2x square. This positive sign I want to give larger number. If larger number become 5x, automatically smaller number is also become 2x because 5 plus 2 is going to represent 7. If it is positive, then it is also positive. 5 plus 2 equal to 7x. And the last number remains same. See, first and last number remains same. I split the middle term. 7x I can write 5x plus 2x. Okay. Now two pairs are there. I want to take the common from first pair. After that, I want to take the common from the second pair. Now see, what is common between first pair? Root 2 is there. This is not divisible by root 2. 5 is not divisible by root 2. It means only x is common. When I take x common, what is left? Root 2. X square means x into x. I take 1x common. Then what is left? Only 1x is there. When I take x common, what is left? Root 2x. From second term, I take x common. When I take x common, what is left? 5. So, clear? I'm going to take the common from the second pair. In second pair, what is common? I want to check the variable part. Here x is, but in the second part, x is not there. It means x is not common. But 2 is there. Can I write 2? Root 2 into root 2. As you know, root 2 into root 2 equal to 2. So instead of 2, I can write root 2 into root 2. After writing root 2 into root 2, now see what is common. Root 2 and root 2 is common. I take root 2 common. When I take root 2 common, this is I take common. What is left? Root 2 and x is there. Clear? When I take root 2 common from 2, this become 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Okay? When I take this 2 common, root 2 common, what is left? Root 2 and x. So I write root 2 and x. In the second part, I take this root 2 common. What is left? Plus 5 is left, is equal to 0. Now see what is common between these two. Root 2x plus 5 is common. So I want to take common. Root 2x plus 5. When I take this term common, what is left from the first x and the from second become x plus root 2 equal to 0. Now both the terms are equal to 0. It means I want to represent separately equal to 0. So value of, I want to find the value of x. This plus 5 become minus 5 and the value of x become minus 5 by root 2. Multiplication term is going to denominator on the right side. So x value become minus 5 by root 2. Now see, x equal to this positive term become negative. And I take root 2 from left to right. So the value of the given equation is minus 5 by root 2 and minus root 2. This is the answer of the given quadratic equation. Okay, beta, clear? Clear, no doubt. Okay, beta. Thank you, Akshara. Yes, sir, clear. Okay. I hope it is clear to all. Now I want to solve one more part, beta. One more part I'm going to solve this question. I want to solve its fourth part. Okay. I want to solve its fourth part because one number is in its fraction. See, I want to solve its fourth part. Beta, if you have any doubt in the question, you can send me message on my WhatsApp also, beta. If you have any doubt from this chapter, you can send your question on my WhatsApp. Okay? I want to explain. I want to solve its fourth part, beta. See, what is given? 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. So, first of all, I'm going to take the LCM of the denominator. What is the LCM of the denominator? LCM of the denominator is 8. Okay? Now see, 1 is there, it means this number is going to multiply 8. 8 2s are 16x square. Again, 1 is there, it means this number is going to multiply that, LCM. 8 into x become minus 8x. 8 is going to cancel with. Question number 2 of exercise 4.2. Solve the problems given in example number 1. Take out first example. It is on page number 71. Open page number 71 of NCERT book. Example 1, number 1 is there. Okay. I'm going to solve this example. I want to read the statement first. John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. John and Jivanti total having 45 marbles. It is given in the book. Both of them lost 5 marbles each. Both John and Jivanti lost 5 marbles each. And the product of the number of marble now they have is 124. After losing 5 marbles each, the product of remaining marble is equal to 124. This one is the question. Okay. First, I'm going to convert the given statement in the form of quadratic equation. After that, I'm going to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, beta. Now check the question again. What is given? In this question, given John and Jivanti having 45 marbles, both having 45 marbles. After losing 5 marbles each, both John and Jivanti lose 5 marbles. After losing 5 marbles, the product of remaining marbles is equal to 124. Product of remaining marbles is equal to 124. This is the statement of the question. I'm going to convert this statement in the form of quadratic equation. After converting quadratic equation, I'm going to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, beta. Now see, both John and Jivanti having 45 marbles. So I'm going to suppose let the number of marble John have x. I suppose John having x marble. Okay. If John having x marble, then Jivanti having how much marbles? I take this x from right to left. This become negative. It means Jivanti having 45 marble. 45 minus x marble. If I suppose the number of marble John having x marble, I take x. Okay. Instead of John, I take x. I take this x from left to right. So this sign will be changed. So the remaining marble become 45 minus x. These marbles are of Jivanti. So I write here, therefore, the number of marbles Jivanti had be 45 minus x. Is it clear to all? Both John and Jivanti having 45 marbles. I suppose that the number of marbles of John having x. If John having x marbles, it means Jivanti having 45 minus x marbles. Okay, beta? Now see, what is given in the statement? Both lost 5 marbles. Both John and Javanti are going to lose 5 marbles. After losing the 5 marbles, both the product of the remaining marbles is equal to 124. This is the given. This statement is given. Okay. Now I write here. After losing 5 marbles, after losing 5 marbles, number of marbles left John B. Now at present John having X marbles. After losing 5 marbles, how many marbles left? X minus 5 marbles left. John having X marbles, 5 marbles he is going to lose. It means remaining marbles is X minus 5. Okay. In the same way, after losing 5 marbles, number of marbles left Jivanti B. At present, how many marbles Jivanti have? 45 minus X. How many marbles she is going to lose? 5 marbles. So I'm going to subtract 5 marbles from the current marble. So 45 minus 5 become 40 minus X. So after losing 5 marbles, Jivanti having 40 minus X marbles. After losing 5 marbles, John having X minus 5 marbles. Okay. After that, I write here according to question. Now, what is given? In this question, it is given that the product of remaining marbles, product of remaining marbles is equal to 124. So, John, how many marbles left? After losing 5 marbles, X minus 5. So, I write here X minus 5 into how many marbles left? Javanti after losing 5 marbles? 40 minus X. 40 minus X. Product of both the marbles is equal to 124. So, I write here equal to 124. Is it clear, beta? Now, I'm going to open this bracket. I'm going to solve this bracket. How I want to solve? I take first number of first bracket. I'm going to multiply first number by the second bracket. 40 minus X. After that, second number I take minus 5. I want to multiply minus 5 by the second bracket 40 minus X, which is equal to 124 given. Now see, X into 40 become 40X. X into X become minus X square. Plus minus minus 5 fours are 20. This become 200. And minus minus plus 5 into X, 5X equal to 124. Okay. Now see, I write X square as it is because this is the single term. After that, 40X and 5X both are positive. 40 plus 5 become 45X. What is left? Minus 200. I take minus this number 124 from right to left. So this become positive to negative and equal to what is left? 0. Okay. Now I write here minus X square plus 45X. Now see, minus minus plus. So this become minus 324 is equal to 0. This is the required equation of the given situation. Okay. This is the required equation. I hope it is clear to all. Now, what is the next step? We are going to solve. I'm going to solve this quadratic equation by using which method? I write this equation here. Minus X square plus 45X minus 324 equal to 0. Can I take minus common from this equation? When I take minus common, what happened? All the signs are going to change. I take minus common. After taking minus common, this negative term become positive. This positive term become negative, and this negative term become positive, which is equal to 0. Now I take this negative sign towards the denominator of this, so this become plus minus minus. So this become final equation. Now I want to solve. Now what is the step? I'm going to solve this equation by using which method? Splitting the middle term. What is the method? I'm going to multiply first and last term. What is the first term? 1. What is the last term? So I'm going to multiply 324 by 1. So this becomes 324. Now I'm going to make the factor of 324, whose product is going to represent 324 and whose sum or difference is going to represent 45. Okay, 45. Now tell me the number. The number is 36 and 4. See, 36 and 9. 36 and 9. Add these two numbers. When we are going to add, this become 45. This is the required number. Multiply these two number. When you multiply these two number, you got 325. This is the required factor of the given pair. So this can be written as x square. Since negative sign is there, so I want to make both the numbers negative. So I write here minus 36x minus 9x plus 324 equal to 0. Okay. After splitting the middle term, I want to make two pairs, first pair and last pair. I want to take common from first pair. What is common between first pair? X is common. After taking x, what is left? X. When I take x common from 36x, what is left? Minus 36. Now I want to take common from this second pair. What is common? Minus is common. After that, 9 is common. After taking 9 common, what is left? X is left. Whenever we are going to take minus common, it means the sign must be changed. This positive number becomes negative. Now divide 324 by 9. When we divide 324 by 9, it becomes 36 is equal to 0. Now see, this one is the common. I take this common. When I take x minus 36 common, what is left? X minus 9 equal to 0. Both numbers are equal to 0. It means I want to make separately equal to 0. So this implies x minus 36 equal to 0 and x minus 9 equal to 0. When x minus 36 equal to 0, it means x become 36. This is the first answer. And x become 9. This is the second answer. So this is the answer of the given question. I hope it is clear to all. Still you have any doubt, better than send me message. I want to repeat this question. Send me message, better, if you have any doubt. No doubt, Aditya Jan. Okay, better, thank you. Understood, Koshima. Okay. What about the others? Only 2 students understand this question. No problem. Shivanjali, 10th of some. Okay, beta. Okay, ma'am. Now I want to solve next question, beta. Question number 3. Read the statement of question number 3. Read the statement of question number 3, beta, from your NCERT book. Question number 3. Read the statement, beta. What is given? Find two numbers whose sum is 27 and product is 182. Now two numbers are there whose sum is given 27. Okay, and their product, when we are going to multiply these two terms, the answer will become 182. This is the statement of the question. I want to convert this statement in the form of quadratic equation. What is given? Sum of two numbers is 27. It is given, and the product of these two numbers is 182. We have to convert given situation as a quadratic equation. After that, we have to find these numbers also. Okay. Now see what I write. Let the first number be x. I suppose first number x. If I take first number x, then I want to ask from some students what is the second number. I write here let the first number be x. Therefore, second number, I'm going to ask from students what is the second number. Okay, if you know, then raise your hands. I'm going to ask. Okay, Vanshika Bhutani, I have unmuted you, beta. Vanshika.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, beta. Tell me what is the second number. If I suppose first number x, then what is the second number?
Sir, 182 minus x.
Beta, see, sum is here. This is the product.
Okay, 27 minus x.
Here, beta. When you take first number x, then second number become
27 minus x.
Okay, 27 minus x. This is the right answer. This is product, beta. If you take first number x, then second number become
182 divided by.
Okay,
Yeah.
you have to substitute first number here because sum is.
And sir, one more thing I want to say that the example number 1 second part is also there, no?
Yes, try it yourself. If you have any doubt, then I'm going to ask from the Saturday because Saturday
Okay,
I book for your doubt session. Okay, beta. On every Saturday, I'm going to take the doubts of the chapter. which are going to be solved. Okay. Now, if I take first number x, then second number become 27 minus x. Now, I write here according to question. What is given? Product of these two numbers is 182. Product of first number and second number is given 182. I take first number as x. I take second number 27 minus x, which is equal to 182. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply this bracket by x. When I multiply 27 by x, this becomes 27x. When I multiply x by minus x, this becomes minus x square is equal to 182. Okay. Since this number is negative, so I take this term from right to left. When I take this number from right to left, this negative number become positive and positive number become negative. Okay. So I write here x square minus 27x. This number is already on their right hand side. So no change is there. Is equal to 0. This is the required equation of the given situation. I hope it is clear to all. Now, what is the next step? We have to make the factors of this question. Okay. Now we're going to make the factor of this equation. I write here x square minus 27x plus 182. What is the method? I'm going to multiply first and last term. When I multiply first and last term, answer become 182. Now I'm going to make the factors of this number whose product is 182, and sum is going to represent 27. So factors become 13 and 14. Now, when you multiply these two numbers, the answer become 182. Add these two numbers, 4 plus 3, 7. 1 plus 1, 2. Number become 27. Since this number is minus 27, so both number become negative. Okay, beta, these are the factors of this equation. So I write here x square minus 14x minus 13x plus 182 equal to 0. I want to split 27 as 14x minus 13x. Now, two pairs are there, first pair and second pair. I want to take common from this pair. When I take common, what is common? Only variable is common. X is common. So I take x common. When I take x common from x square, I take x. What is left? Only one x is left because x square can be written as x into x. When I take this x common, what is left? X is left. From remaining number 14x, I take x common. And what is left? Minus 14 is left. Okay. Now I'm going to take common from the second pair. What is common? First sign minus is common. When I take minus common, it means this sign going to change. Now after that, is 182 is divisible by 13? Yes. 182 is divisible by 13. It means 13 is common between 182. Or you can write 13 into 14. 13 into 14 is 182. Okay. 13 to 14, 182. I take 13 common. Minus 13 common. When I take minus 13 common, what is left? This number I take common. What is left? X is left. Since we take negative sign common, so this is going to change. That positive number become negative. Again, I take 13 common. What is left? 14 is left. Equal to 0. Now, what is common? X minus 14 is common. I take x minus 14 common. After taking common, what is left from first? X is left. What is left? When I take x minus 14 common, minus 13 is left. Is equal to 0. Since both the terms are equal to 0, so I can write x minus 14 equal to 0 and x minus 13 equal to 0. When I take x minus 14 equal to 0, so x become 14. And when I take x minus 13 equal to 0, so x becomes 30. These are the answer of this question. Okay. I hope clear to all. If you still have any doubt, send me message. I want to repeat this question again. Send message beta if you have any doubt in this question. Aditya Jan, clear? Okay, beta, thank you. What about the others? Clear, okay. I'm going to ask, okay. I'm going to ask from Koshima. Koshima, I have unmuted beta.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, beta. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, beta. Thank you. Now I'm going to solve next question, question number 4. Read the statement from your book. Asked. Read the statement of next question, beta. Now say, what is given? Next question I leave for you, or you want to solve on the board? This is the same beta. Send me message. I want to solve question number 4 or 5. This is same. We done already. Okay, Bhushan, send message question number 5. Okay, beta, question number 4 I'm going to leave for you. Try it yourself. Okay, try yourself. If you face any problem, then I'm going to solve on Saturday on pure doubt session. Okay, this is simple question. Or you want to solve on the board? Okay, what one thing I do, I convert them in the quadratic equation. Okay, up to quadratic equation I'm going to solve it. After that I will leave for you. Okay, now I want to solve question number 4. Read the statement. Find two consecutive positive integers. Consecutive means one by one. If one number is 4, what is next? 5. If one number is 11, what is the consecutive integer? Next number is 12. Okay, this is the consecutive one by one, series wise. So two consecutive numbers are there, sum of whose square. So sum of whose square, yani two numbers are there, two consecutive numbers are there, sum of whose squares. It means sum. Sum means plus. Square means first number and second number are going to square. After that, taking positive sign, these two numbers are equal to 365. This is given. So two consecutive numbers are there. So I want to suppose first number. Let the first number be x. If first number be x, therefore second number become x plus 1 because integers are there. When integers are there, we are going to add plus. If it is written even integer, then we are going to add 2. If it is given odd integer, then even you have to add 2. When even and odd integer are given, then you are going to add 2 in the previous number. When only integers is there, then you are going to add only 1. I hope it is clear now. Now, read the statement again. Now I write here according to question. Now according to question, what is given? In this question, it is given square of this number. Sum of the square of these two numbers is equal to 365. This is given. I want to square the first number. First number is x, so I write here x square. I want to square the second number. Second number is x plus 1. So I write here x plus 1 and its square. Both number is equal to 365. It is given. Okay. Read the statement of question number 5 better. What is given? The altitude of a right triangle. Right angle is given. Draw right angle first. As you know the sides of the right angle, this side is known as hypotenuse. This is the base of the triangle. This is the altitude of the triangle. These three sides. This one is known as hypotenuse. This one is known as base, and this one is known as altitude. Okay. Now what is given? The altitude of right triangle. This altitude of right angle. The altitude of right angle is 7 centimeter less than its base. 7 centimeter less than its base means I want to subtract 7 from its base. Then I got the value of altitude. It is given in the statement. The altitude of the triangle, A first altitude of the right angle is 7 centimeter less than its base. It means when I want to subtract 7 from its base, and I got the value of its altitude. After that, what is given? If the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter, it means hypotenuse is given. Hypotenuse is given 13 centimeter. What? Find the other sides of the triangle. We have to find the other sides of the triangle. It means all the sides I am going to find. Now see, in this question, altitude is going to compare with base. It means I am going to suppose base first. So I write here, let the base of right triangle be x centimeter, because unit is given, centimeter is given. So I write x centimeter. Now, therefore, its altitude is given, base minus 7. What is base? X. When I subtract 7 from its base, then I got the value of its altitude. So altitude become x minus 7 centimeter. Now, since this is a right angle, which theorem I am going to use? I am going to use Pythagoras theorem to solve this question. So I write here, in right triangle, by Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem is x square is equal to b square plus p square, or hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. What is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is given 13. So I write here 13 square. What is base? Base I suppose x. So I write here x. What is perpendicular? Perpendicular is given x minus 7. So I write here x minus 7 and its square. I hope it is clear. I use Pythagoras theorem because this triangle is a right angle. In right angle, we can use Pythagoras theorem. I want to repeat this question again. In this question, altitude is given. Read the statement first. What is given? Altitude of right angle is 7 centimeter less than its base. It means altitude is going to 7 centimeter less than its base. So base minus 7 equal to altitude. I suppose its base x. So altitude become x minus 7. So I write here x minus 7. Okay. After writing this, I want to use Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square equal to base square plus p square. P means altitude. Okay. Perpendicular altitude is the same meaning. Hypotenuse is given 13 centimeter. Base I suppose x, and altitude I find x minus 7. Now I want to solve. So 13 square is 169. X square is x square. Again I want to use one identity. Which identity? A minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. I want to use this identity to solve this equation. So this become x square plus 7 square minus 2 into x into 7. Okay. 169 remains same, is equal to x square. Square of x is again x square. Square of 7 is 49, and 2 into 7, 14x. Okay. Now see what I write here, x square into x square become 2x square. After that I write 14x. After that I write 49 and equal to 169. I want to take this 169 from left to right. When I take from left to right, this positive number become negative. Okay. Now I want to solve here. Now see on the board. I write here 2x square minus 14x plus 49. I take this number 169 from left to right. So this is going to change the sign. Minus 169, what is left? Equal to 0. So this becomes 2x square minus 14x. See, plus minus minus. When I subtract 49 from this number, what is left? Only 120 is left, equal to 0. Now I want to take 2 common, because 2 is common in the given question. When I take 2 common, what is left? X square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. I take 2 from right to left. So this becomes x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0.2. 0 point something is 0. So final equation becomes x square minus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. Now you have to make the factor of this equation. Okay? I want to leave this factorization part for you. Write yourself. You have to make the factor. You have to make the number. What is the first number? X1. What is the last number? You have to make the factors of 60. Whose product is 60 and sum is 7. Okay? 12 5 is 60 and 12 minus 7 is 12 and 5 is the answer. Take negative number to the 12 and positive number to the 5. In this way, you can solve the given equation. Okay? If you have any doubt beta in this portion, then send me a message. If anyone having any doubt in this question, send me a message fast beta. Okay beta. What happened? Okay beta. Vanshika, I want to write slow beta. Okay. Okay. Now I want to solve its last part beta. Read the statement of the last portion. Read the statement of the last question. See what is given. In last question, question number 6. A cottage industry produce a certain number of poultry items in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on a day. If the total cost of the production on the day was ₹90, find the number of articles produced and cost of the article. Now see, I suppose let the number of poultry articles in a day. What I write? Let the number of poultry articles in a day be X. In one day, they produce X items. Okay, I suppose number of items produced in a day be X. Now it was observed on a particular day the cost of the production. So right here, cost of production of each article. I want to write the cost of production of each article. Means only one article cost I want to write, which is given 3 more than. 3 more than means plus 3. 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on a day. How many number of articles produced in a day? X number of articles produced in a day. It means I want to twice this number. When I twice this number, this becomes 2x. So the cost of production, cost of each article become 2x plus. I want to repeat this. See carefully. What is given? Cost of production of each article I want to write. It is given was 3 more than. Was 3 more than means plus 3. Okay. Was 3 more than means plus 3. More than twice the number of articles produced in a day. Twice the number of articles produced in a day. I suppose how many articles they produce in a day? X. It means I want to multiply 2 by this article because twice means 2. I want to twice this number. Twice of this number is 2x. So cost of each article become 2x plus. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Now what is given? The total cost is given. So right here total cost. Total cost of production